What is up? It is another episode of Dynasty Pylon here on Wednesday. Uh we are in everyone's late. uh Things that Brian had a meeting or whatever. I don't know, Brian and then Mark's sick and I was running late, so but we're here. We're still doing our episode as promised. We always come here on Wednesday night doing our shenanigans. It has been a wild ride recently with coaches moving. Chiefs won it again. If you haven't noticed or if you haven't heard, you live under a rock. So, but yeah, no, we're basically in full dynasty mode, kind of like we are now in the midst of what us dynasty players are going to consider like the time to move players or think about our futures. Like, what are we going to do for our rosters? Are you going to cut anybody? And rookies are coming in hot. Like, it's now to the time where we've decided that the Bears seem like they're trading their pick. So it looks like it's going to be either Drake May, Jaden Daniels, or Caleb Williams. We don't know. They still can move. Again, not sure what's going to happen. What are they going to do? But overall, it doesn't. I haven't heard anything about the Cardinals moving up or what they're going to do, but it sounds like they may or may not end up landing a receiver, which would probably be good for them. I can imagine Marvin Harrison would probably be the guy. So I don't know what to expect. I really don't. It's still too early. We're now in the middle of February, and coming with March, with its due dates and the franchise tags coming up next week, they got to decide before like the 5th or the 4th. What was it? I can't remember what it was, but I don't have it up. But I know I had the schedule. But I'll look in that as soon as Brian gets here. Brian's on his way. But as far as we're looking at so far, the recently mock drafts that I've seen, Brock Bowers going to the Chargers. We've been kind of talking about that. Malik Neighbors to the Giants. Joe Alt is a outside tackle to Tennessee. So that's kind of like where it's kind of been at as of recent. So I like it so far. Minus one or two players outside of the top 10. But the most interesting one that I see is JJ McCarthy going to 12. Hey, what's up, Brian?
Sorry, I was late, guys.
Oh, you're good. We were all late. I think it's the latest we've ever started, to be honest.
It's because it's Valentine's Day and stuff, and of course I'm moving. This was like my clean out the house and the last walkthrough for everything. So they walk through, looked at everything because we're closing in 2 days.
You okay?
Ooh.
No, I was running late too, and I'd like wash up real quick and then jump on, and like I said, things are moving, things are happening. We're gonna talk about our last running back that we're gonna talk about today is Will Shipley, and then we're gonna start the quarterbacks at Bo Nix. But we'll get into that later. But it doesn't seem like the Cardinals are going to be outside of the realm of getting Marvin Harrison. It seems like he's going to end up being there, just because of recent news of what you guys are doing.
It's all about Chicago right now. That's the question. I feel like he's holding a lot of his cards to his chest, real close to the chest, and not letting everyone do anything. But he's getting his information through the media.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to trade a pick, the best thing you could do is tell everybody, "Hey, I need the best offer.
Right.
Don't come to me with exploratory offers.
Right.
Or I'm going to pick this guy." So I mean, I don't know if he's playing the game or if he's just
We'll see. We'll really see. I mean, maybe this could all be a bunch of BS. And we said this before. Like it news is gonna pop off, things are gonna happen, and it's all gonna be things to maybe shake the media or whatnot. We said that the Bears have full control. They could play with everybody's emotion if they want to. And this might be what they're doing. So if it plays out, You guys are basically going to have yourselves Kyler Murray and maybe Malik Neighbors or Rome Odunze.
What's coming through here is that we're going defensive end along with quarterback, defensive end, unless we trade out that first pick.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to look free agency for a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not against if Brandon Ayuk is not unhappy. That was the news coming through today. Brandon Ayuk is not happy. We will do whatever it takes to get him. We will pay him. We have
Brandon Ayuk wanted to stay in San Fran.
Mm-hmm. But they don't. He's unhappy with his targets, which it's the Super Bowl. You're doing whatever you're trying to do to win.
Yeah.
I don't know why you get unhappy for that. Come on, man. It is what it is.
Yeah. The Niners are in no position to sign anybody, really. They have to try and get on the upper side of.
Was it 110 million
right now? Say what?
$110 million or something like that
for Niners?
Yeah, they're going to be over when the news.
Maybe because right now they're at 3. So yeah, probably.
But when these contracts all start hitting, they're going to be way over.
Yeah, like 11 million. Yeah. So they're gonna
because the Joey Bosa contract comes in.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 3 contracts all come in the same time. The Christian McCaffrey number goes higher. The Debo number is higher. So it's something like they're going to get like $40 million of contracts when the league year comes back in.
Yeah, roughly. What's up, Bardo? Hey, we said if we don't know what's going to happen, man, it wouldn't surprise me if they pull another rabbit out of the hat. Didn't surprise me.
I mean, he's still the greatest. That's just what it is, man.
I think Bardo's been wrong this entire playoffs. I don't think he's been right this entire time. Every team he chooses loses. So next season, when Bardo comes in chat, he says, "You know who's going to win? We'll go opposite what Bardo's going to pick." Because you had no success, sir. No success.
I'm always right.
Not through the playoffs. I'm sorry, man. You were wrong about the Bills. Who was after the Bills? Who played the Chiefs first?
The Ravens? No,
the Ravens.
He was wrong about the Ravens. I remember that.
That was the next team, and then he was wrong about the Cowboys. I think.
I was wrong about the Cowboys too.
Yeah, we were all, so I'm not going to throw him in the fire for that one because we were all in that same seat. But then the Super Bowl, man, like, bro, I'll give you 18-0 for all your picks if you made once a week pick on primetime or something like that. But when you came to playoffs, no.
I think I was wrong by every way. That's how I was feeling too. I was like, I was watching the game. I was like, you know what? Everything I think is going to happen, the exact opposite is going to happen. It's just what it is.
So all those bets we were talking about, and a lot of them were interesting. I decided not to bet.
Really?
I decided to pull back, and I did not bet, and I'm kind of happy I didn't because I don't think any of them would have hit. I don't think any of them would have hit, and I think I probably would have been in the hole. So I'm like, you know what? There's something about this game that I had a feeling that somehow the Chiefs will pull it off. I don't know how or why or what. So I didn't do it.
I think I did 10 bets. I hit on 7 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And all of it was just going Chiefs, just going Mahomes, no matter what. It's Mahomes. I hit the over on Chris Jones. I hit the over on Mahomes passing yards, the over on Kelsey receiving yards, which I was worried because the first half you had 1 catch for like 0 yards. And I think it was 72 yards was the over under, and I luckily fell into that. And then Christian McCaffrey anytime
touchdown or something like that.
It was an anytime touchdown.
But the payout on some of them weren't that big though because they're kind of obvious, right?
It was like minus 125. Like it was.
Yeah, like obvious ones, right? So you gained yourself what, like a couple dollars?
The total I think I won was $22.
Hey, that's positive.
It was like off $80 of bets. I won $22.
That's bad, man. Don't you hate that, man? Like,
Because I was sitting there looking at the bets, and I'm like, you know what? It doesn't matter what I think. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with how I feel, and the way I feel was just not good betting things. It just was not good ones.
yeah,
What can you do?
yeah. Weird season. Yeah, no, and it's. I feel like I've said this statement more than once. It was a weird season. I've said that more than once before. So many injuries, letdown players. Yeah, there was a lot of letdown players, a lot of injuries. I am really scared for the league next year in running back.
Oh,
I am so scared. We are going to hear undrafted guys come from practice squad and move up. Like waivers next year for free agency is going to be insane.
I don't know who's going to be the best running back. I mean, the top 5. I think we're going to not know 3 of them. Three of the 5 are going to be like guys you don't see coming.
Top 5 of the. Oh yeah, probably. Like who would have thought? Freaking Williams, Kyron Williams was going to be
come from
top dog, or even Mitchell. Mitchell was actually doing pretty good until he got hurt. Which is kind of interesting what the Ravens are going to do. Like, I would imagine, they bring back freaking, wow, what's his name? The dude gets hurt.
J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah. Well, I'll brain for it. If they bring back J.K. Dobbins, I'll say what, week 4.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell, and it would be Hill or Edwards, because Edwards is done, isn't he? Or is it Hill?
Gus is going to continue to.
So is Hill the one that's one of them's leaving?
I think you have to. Hill is the one that you have to re-sign, and I don't think they re-sign them. I think they actually go with a big name running back. Don't be surprised.
I think they draft one.
You could, but
they have a bunch of nothing but RB2s anyways. Why not add another one to the mix? Wait till JK goes down another week or so, and then you have a backfield of RB2s. That's how it works with the Ravens. You never know. Like we might. The guy we're talking about today is one of my favorite running backs. For all we know, he might be the Ravens running back. I don't know. Thoughts on fantasy next year? I don't even know at this point, with everyone's playing like shit this year. Yeah, no, it's and that's the thing. It's very interesting. For next year, I can only imagine, based off how they insert these rookies into their lineups, because this class is really good. It's really good. The only issue is there's no running backs in this class.
Nope. Yep.
But everything else, amazing linemen on both sides.
Athletic,
amazing. The QBs is probably pretty good since, well, I mean, anything's better than freaking the last couple of years. So
I don't know. I'm a huge Jaden Daniels guy. I was saying this yesterday. Everyone's talking about Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels.
We've been on Jaden Daniels. Yeah, we've been in the bandwagon Jaden Daniels for quite some time now. Honestly, I think we both agree that he's the best one.
Easily. Yeah. Someone's gonna be really, really happy with that draft pick. And then all of a sudden you're gonna see, like, what? You forget he's 6'4", 215, that runs a 4.44. Like, he's literally everything you want in a quarterback. You forget. Mm-hmm. And his ceiling is astronomical.
Interesting name. Hey, what interesting name. Talking about today's rookies?
The Dynasty trades.
The trades? Don't tell me I did a misspell. Did I?
No, you didn't. You're fine.
I'm like, did I mess up the thumbnail again? Dude, that thumbnail was made so fast. I didn't even put pictures, man. It's our label and what we're doing. So that's how late we were. We're bad when.
Oh, Bardo's name. He's talking about.
Oh, Derpy, you don't know who this is? How do you not know who Bardo is?
Hey, Derpy, man. Justin Fields, Steelers minus 150 now. Like, they really want him. Like it could definitely be Justin Fields going to the Steelers, which I don't want that, but They already dropped Mr. Trubisky, and they're gonna bring another bear in. And apparently Tomlin loves Justin Fields.
He's a good quarterback. I don't see why you wouldn't want him. Like all these teams that need QB should be talking to him. Like I don't see why the Commanders aren't. I don't see why the Patriots aren't. Like I mean, I know they're just right there, but they probably give up less. I don't see why the Broncos aren't. The Vikings aren't. Why? Like
Raiders? Well, I know why the Raiders wouldn't, because they signed Luke Getsy.
Yeah, like these are the teams that should be, but they're not pursuing as much. Like it just so yeah. But to this comment, I kind of disagree on a few of them, just because if Will Levis can have a baller week, okay, in Tennessee against the Dolphins, there's a surefire way that some of these QBs that are coming in can do better than that guy. And I'm going to say at least 4 weeks.
So
at least 4 weeks.
Have you guys looked at the mock drafts that they've been going on? So JJ McCarthy's been all the way to 8 going to Atlanta. JJ McCarthy is now.
Which one? Who did that one?
This is what's that? ESPN and CBS has JJ McCarthy in the top 10.
ESPN and who?
And CBS has JJ McCarthy in the top 10.
Let me see the CBS one.
You should be able to pull that up, right? I'm like,
because they updated one today. I don't know which. This is CBS.
It should have been today. Because
I didn't see that one. I have one from yesterday, and the Falcons have Dallas Turner,
which I like. I think that's a good one. But
JJ McCarthy is wow.
It's right here.
JJ McCarthy is fallen all the way to 19th on the one they had prior.
See, I'm looking.
Oh, he's moved up.
I'm telling you that they people are loving him. I'm like, okay. I thought he was gonna be a second rounder.
Well, so Bardo, in a dynasty league, you are. But if you're talking redraft, like here, okay, here's one thing about this channel. We'll put dynasty over redraft. But this comment right here sounds like a redraft to me. Yeah, absolutely not. You're not going any of these rookies.
You don't know what you're gonna get
for number 2, like last round. But dynasty more than likely, yes.
If I was doing a redraft, I would take a flyer on Jaden. I would take a flyer, depending on what team he goes to. Because he's the one. He's the one I feel like is the most CJ Stroud ready.
He's a first rounder.
Yeah,
he's a first rounder in dynasty.
Well, I'm talking about even redraft. Even redraft, he could be my backup quarterback.
In redraft, depending on where his landing spot's at.
Exactly.
Because he might be this year's Anthony Richardson. Just comes in, starts right away, looks pretty good right off the bat, like just gets shooken up a little bit, but that's common for rookies. Not all rookies. It's rare to see CJ Strouds. Not all of them hit right away. It's kind of
never happens. Like you never get that.
No. So made this count like a year ago and haven't touched no first rounder, and we got a deal. Second and future, yeah, but they're not going to do that. They're going to they'll cough up a first, man. You can't.
It's too much going on right now. There's too many people there that want Justin Fields, and I think there's going to be a bidding war.
Derpy, he's 24 years old.
Exactly.
Like, do you know how many years that you can still like be behind this guy? Like a lot. Like that's he's so young.
It's almost like it's gonna get Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow was the same age as Justin Fields.
Bo Nix is coming in. He's probably gonna be at the age of. So it's like you're basically getting yourself a studded rookie because he now knows what the game's like. Like
he's coming in. He's gonna be able to play. There's no question. I got this draft right here. JJ McCarthy going to Seattle.
But does PFF also have the first swapped? If they have the first swapped with the second and fifth, I can see that. There's going to be a fifth involved at some point, or first.
I think it's going to end up being Justin Fields in a fourth for a first rounder.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it's going to end up being. He's going to end up being for a first rounder, but it'll be him in a fourth round pick for a first rounder. Yeah, I can see it going to could be Pittsburgh. I can see it going to,
See, the highest I see so far is JJ being in the 12th.
So I got Seattle here. I got the
That's
Raiders here.
Broncos. What's Bleacher Nation say? Yeah, 11th. Okay. 11th to the Raiders. Whoa, hold on. I got this one's interesting. This one is interesting. Hang on. McCarthy gonna be the new. We don't know. Possibly.
He's flying up these.
But even Stetson Bennett wasn't even like. I never saw him good. I didn't think he was gonna be that great, anyways. If it's a first, you got to throw in third or fourth this year.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it'll be first. It'll be Justin Fields in the fourth for a first round pick. That's what I think it's going to be.
So, this is Bleacher Report. They got Caleb Williams to the Bears, Drake May to the Washington, Jaden Daniels in at the third pick, and it looks like the Broncos moved up.
Oh, that's interesting. I like that. Wow.
It looks like the Broncos moved up in this draft. Giving Jaden Daniels to the Broncos. Marvin Harrison is still at the Cardinals. Brock Bowers is still at the Chargers. Malik Neighbors is still at the Giants. Fashanu is the other change here that I see. But I also see that happening kind of as well. So between Joe Alt and Fashanu are like one and the same.
Yeah.
To me. Like they're the same dude. Like if Fashanu's gone, you take Alt. If Alt's gone, you take Fashanu. To me, I think Fashanu's better, but slightly. But I mean, you're getting the same guy.
So I just pulled up a mock draft for the NFL network, NFL.com.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that's first Bears going to Caleb Williams. I hate that. Second, Washington Commanders going Jaden Daniels. Third, the Bears get Marvin Harrison.
So the Bears are at number 3?
Yeah. So they trade Justin Fields in the 9th.
So he's going to be a Patriot in that trade.
And he goes to the Patriots, and they get just the Bears get the 3rd pick and a second round pick next year.
Okay. It's going to be one of those teams that I mentioned from before.
This has the Broncos trading up to 4 for Drake May.
Like if I can even see Fields as a Bronco. I can see him going there. I can see him there to the Vikings. I could look anywhere he goes. I like, except for the Patriots. His career will die there, man. I hate that so much. They don't have the weapons, but
he wouldn't be happy there either. He wouldn't be happy.
It's a new staff. It's a new system. Who knows? I really can't say much until we see it. But I'm just so used to the way they're running. But the main guy's gone, so we'll see. What am I missing? But that's why I'm not doing it. Steelers. So you think Bears are done with? I hope not. I hope that all this is just BS, just to get the league all wild up.
If you told me that Poles was doing it just because he wants to make sure he gets a higher draft pick, I wouldn't be surprised. This is exactly what you have to do to get a higher draft pick or get more compensation. This is exactly what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a coin flip. I think whoever gives him the best deal. If you get a first round pick for Justin Fields, they take that. If you get 3 first round picks for this,
man, I just like if you're gonna get the whole, yeah. But I just can't. I can't see a world where he's not going to succeed. Mm-hmm. He's going to succeed. And the issue is he's going to do it somewhere else.
I hope not, but it looks like that way. It could.
Because you guys it's a lateral move. It's a lateral move. Like
It's not
you're just
even.
gonna have bigger, like
Because you have to wait for him to develop. Caleb Williams, I think, is going to be good. I think he's going to be Kyler Murray. I 100% think Caleb Williams is Kyler Murray.
I can see that. Just a little cold. That's it. That's
Yeah.
But
They don't have
skills and all that. Yeah,
exactly. They don't have great leadership quality. They don't have that. People are not going to love them, but they have this unbelievable talent, and I think that's what he's going to have. He's going to have unbelievable talent. He's going to have weapons around him. He's going to be okay. He's going to be good. He's going to be a good player, but he's never going to be Mahomes. I think anyone who tries to compare Caleb Williams to Mahomes should be shot.
That's too much.
To Mahomes, possibly the greatest of all time.
That's crazy. All I know is, where's Anthony at, man? Anthony, are you watching?
He's probably still hurt.
From what?
Oh, you mean Anthony, other Anthony.
Rasta?
I thought you mean Rasta. Yeah, because I was like,
I would
Rasta's
have said
probably still
Rasta.
hurt.
And Anthony, like, if you're listening, man, I know you're here. You just have to say, I know you're here, man. Don't. Either way, you're gonna watch the show. I know you are, because I love you, dude, and you're always here. But I'm scared for the Commanders. I'm scared. I don't think Cliff Kingsbury is gonna be.
So
he's never succeeded.
Here's something that came through in the radio's world in Chicago, that Magic Johnson got Cliff Kingsbury because they said, yes, we'll give you their third year, and we're going to let you choose whatever quarterback you want. We'll do whatever it takes to go get him.
But Cliff Kingsbury is not a good coordinator.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It don't matter.
If
he couldn't even do it with Patrick Mahomes.
But if he wants
couldn't do it with Patrick Mahomes at Virginia Tech, what makes you think he's going to do it anywhere else? Like he's not that good.
Maybe he knows Caleb Williams. Maybe he knows what he's doing there. Maybe. And Washington is the one place where I think Caleb could do really, really well because he has all those weapons. They have hella wide receiver weapons. Hella.
Mm-hmm.
They might not win, but they will do really well, like offensively.
Yeah. Derpy, this same sentence you could replace with all 31 teams.
Yeah.
I think it would be stupid to give up Fields, but a plus to
anyone else,
whatever freaking team that is. Because even if they have an established quarterback there already, he'll be the best freaking backup they'll ever have. It doesn't matter. Like, the Bears should not be getting rid of this dude, but it's going to happen. And maybe not. I don't know, but we'll see.
Maybe they're smarter than us.
Yeah, Steelers could really have a good year if they can get a QB.
If the Steelers had Justin Fields, the Steelers make it to, I can say they can make it to the AFC Championship game.
Oh yeah,
with the defense they have and all that talent.
Easy.
Oh my god!
With both good running backs and the receivers that they have.
Oh my goodness! You wouldn't be able to stop that running attack. You just couldn't stop it.
Like you know what? It was crazy. If that happened, he would be the very first Steeler I've ever had on fantasy football.
Hey.
Because he's on my Dynasty roster, and Dynasty you have no choice where they go. It just happens. He would be my very first Steeler.
Well, I mean, you could always trade him to me.
Bro, I'm not trading any three of my look. The one time I try to trade one of my QBs,
that's
it got denied.
Pop off. Yeah, I don't know.
No, it got denied.
I don't know what Mark was thinking. I don't know. I have no
idea.
I
whatever. Like, I just thought it would be easier for him to have his Cowboys with my Niners.
Yep.
Because I had Ayuk and he had CD. And Pollard.
He's going to be upset, I think, because I think Purdy, as much as I like Purdy, I think he's 2 or 3 years good for this year. And before Shanahan makes a move. And it's not because of Purdy. I think it's because of Shanahan. Shanahan, I don't believe, is a winner. But he needs someone. He has to have someone else be the fall guy. I think Purdy is going to be in 2 years to be the fall guy.
I don't even think it's going to be Shanahan. I think what happens is the Niners move away from Shanahan, bring someone else, and then his coaching scheme's not going to line up with what Purdy has.
Mm-hmm.
That's the year's. I watch. It's going to be like that. It's the year where Purdy's on his last year. And that's going to be the year where everything's new, and it didn't click. And they're like, you know what? You're not as good as we thought you were.
Yep.
Get the next guy in, and they'll look to the draft. That's probably what's going to happen. It happens all the time.
It's gonna be a Manning
Yeah.
watch.
Najee's so underrated. I don't know. He didn't do too bad the second half of the year.
He did really well in the second half of the year, but so did
Or
Warren.
at the beginning. But
Najee's he's a big dude. I think he's gonna get better as the year goes along, always, as long as he doesn't get hurt.
Like he did pretty good. The beginning, everyone was like, "Damn, he sucks. He sucks." I'm like, "No, you got to give it time. Give it time." So I'm not disagreeing with Bardo here. I'm just like, he can do so much, but they have to use him the right way. The first half was like, what is going on? And people were trying to move him.
I think he is in his mind. I think he was thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, man, I got to do more. He's pressing. And I realized, just be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be fine.
You're cheesing, he still hated on? Yeah. It was the first half of the season that kind of like a lot of people were like hating on.
I mean, the dude only had he had 1,035 yards splitting time with somebody else.
But that's good though. NFL perspective, that is good. Now, of course, for fantasy, I know a lot of people are gonna hate it. And the media are gonna hate it, but still, that's really good.
Jalen,
I can say
almost had 800 yards too.
Hmm?
Jalen Warren almost had 800 yards too.
Yeah, it's a good two-back system that they have there, and I like it. Now, if you throw Justin Fields in there, oh my gosh!
Yeah,
like the run game for them. Now it'll hurt all three of them for fantasy, but for the Steelers' sake, they'll be dangerous.
Tomlin will be like, "Yeah, I told you." He wins a Super Bowl. He's the one guy who can break through with Mahomes.
Yeah. So I mean, with everything going on, I think that with the moves that are going to be made, it'll be interesting what next year's going to be. We just have to wait for the draft. Like, really, that's basically how we determine these rosters.
I think we get a lot of information from this combine. When the combine and those pro days, we will get a lot of information.
Mm-hmm. And after the combine was it during or after? Hold on, what's schedule like? It's after free agency, right?
The combine is
the combine's actually now.
February, yeah. Like we're talking about next week,
this month. Right. Let me see. Where's my schedule at?
I think you have that in pro days all the way to like March 5th.
Yeah, I had it backwards. Hang on. Off-season priorities. Yeah, March 5th. And then the 13th is when free agency opens. Yeah, you're right. So free agency opens up the 13th. So after that, all these guys are going to move. Yep. I expect a lot of dudes probably signing with the Texans, the Bengals.
The Bengals don't have any money, especially because they're going to franchise T. Higgins.
What are you talking about? They got that. They'll have like 53 though, right?
I thought because they're going to franchise T. Higgins and because Burrow's contract's going to come in, they're going to be down like $14 million total.
Down? Yeah, like in the negative?
No, like they'll have
from where they're at now.
From where they're at, they'll be down to $14 million. Like
they'll be at 30. No, hold on.
No, because T. Higgins is going to have to franchise tags is going to be like 20.
They're going to be in the 20s.
$4 million. So T. Higgins just with that would be $24 million.
Yeah, they're going to be in the 20s somewhere.
Because they already said they're franchising them.
Yeah, I just because I don't think Commanders are going to be like the Commanders are going to be the richest ones. Mm-hmm. They're going to have like 62 million, I think. Titans are going to have like 61 million. I don't know. Like, who's going to want to play for them is the problem. Like, who's going to really want to sign for them, knowing how bad it's going to be? Or can they elevate their game by signing there? Like, if they make 3-4 big moves, I can see it happen for the season. You know?
Huh. Diggs to the Texans. Whoa.
Yeah, he's mentioned that before. Or we've heard that before.
I don't think the Texans need to do that.
Imagine Nico, Dell, and Diggs. I mean,
I can see Diggs being complaining a lot.
He's going to be complaining a lot to the younger dudes. It's going to be toxic. I hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I
don't like it. And Diggs is not young anymore, so no. I don't know why
he's old as hell.
Yeah.
He's old as hell. He's like, what, 30, 32 now?
I think he's 32, yeah.
He's about to be 32, something like that. He's up there. So
Stefon Diggs is 30 right now. He'll be 31 during the season.
31?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's close. That is close. All right. Let's do... Where are we at? 39. Wish Bills had gotten, instead of trading for Diggs to be,
Yeah, but who knew?
Were they in that territory though? Weren't they like further behind?
I think they were close. Because Jefferson
the
was
Vikings,
a 21st pick.
I can't remember.
He was low.
I can't remember. Because even Jalen Reagor went before Diggs.
Yeah, I know Reagor did.
So a lot of teams skipped out on like, I even fell for the juice, and I thought that Reagor was going to be way better than what he actually is. And he turned out.
Did they trade that away to the Vikings?
Something like that, yeah. So he ended up a Viking anyway. The Vikings, so I think the Vikings were waiting on what the Eagles were going to do. And the Eagles drafted Reagor, which was a good thing for the Vikings. The Vikings ended up getting their guy anyways. And after a few years, they just traded him or let him go. Reagor. Then he went from... I forgot what they traded him for. I don't even know if it was a trade or not. But they ended with both.
So he was 22nd pick overall.
Reagor?
Justin Jefferson was the 22nd pick in the 2020 draft.
Yeah.
And they traded the Bills had that pick and they traded to the Vikings. The Vikings traded back up to get him.
Who did the Bills get that year? Don't tell me James Cook.
No, wait for it to come up. Looking for it. I think it's a defensive tackle. Come up.
Okay, that's too soon. Boogie Basham and who's the other dude, man? Was it that year they went for 2 DNs in the same year?
You might. So they traded away their first round pick totally.
The Bills?
Yeah.
What the hell? What the hell?
Because they got Epinesa.
Yeah.
What's his name? The running back, Zach Moss. The third. And then got Gabe Davis in the fourth.
In 2020?
Yeah.
That don't even seem that long ago, but I feel like those players been in forever.
Forever?
But that draft wasn't that long ago. That's so... Wow. Damn, the Bills were that... Wow. I just hope Diggs is gone by next year. I do too. I hope he's somewhere else, and he'll be somewhere where a team can control him.
I think he sees the writing on the wall, and he needs to shut up.
Yeah. But anyway, speaking of rookies, today we have...
Yeah, just a second. The Bills sat out the first round in the NFL draft in 2020 after surrendering their 22nd overall pick in a package to land Stephon Diggs. They literally traded Stephon Diggs for Justin Jefferson. It literally happened just like that. Hey, what's up, David?
Hello. From Cedar Hills, Texas. Wow.
How about them Cowboys?
Hey, they could be a Texans fan. We don't even know what they are.
I hope you're a Texans fan.
I hope he just might be, I don't know. He might be, for all we know, they could be a Midwest team or something. I don't know. Like, how am I a Falcons fan living in Arizona?
That's true.
Exactly. But yeah, no. So we'll talk about Will Shipley today. He's easily one of my favorite running backs. Brian doesn't like him.
Nope.
I don't know what I like. He's got some potential, man. He's a dual running back. I think
he's dual threat. He is.
I like him. There's something about him that I don't know what I like about him. But as before, we talked about all these running backs. He's the last running back we'll be talking about today. We talked about Jonathan Brooks, Blake Corum, Trey Benson, and Braylon Allen in our last couple episodes. We'll be piecing them out eventually closer to the draft. But any one of these guys can get drafted probably by the Packers, the Cowboys, the Browns, or the Ravens. Those are the four teams I think that need running back the most. So
throw in the what's his name? The LA Chargers.
Yes. Yeah.
Throw in the Chargers with that. Especially with having their coach here. Harbaugh
and,
wants a
and Tampa Bay.
Oh, Tampa Bay's a good one too.
Tampa Bay might be a team that everyone's looking or they might be looking at to get a running back. So
and Carolina,
yeah.
really.
But David, welcome in. If you're talking Dynasty, like we love Dynasty here. That's where it's at. It's football here, basically. Will Shipley. Go ahead. What do you think of him? What do you?
I feel like Will Shipley is a very good college running back. I mean, he came as a freshman running the ball really, really well. I mean, with Clemson, I mean, then he had almost 800 yards as a freshman. The dude knew what he was doing. He knows how to play. He also could catch the ball out of the backfield. He did well. My worry is that I don't know if he's put together well enough to deal with all the stuff, all the pounding he's going to have to take.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're looking at all his tape, he's going to be good. Everything he does. I mean, 5 yards per carry. He's going to have good hands. He's going to have good separation when you really start looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just not. He's not overwhelmingly. He's not really an athlete. That's my worry.
Really.
And then how many sweeps can you run? He doesn't run between the tackles. He goes outside a lot, and he cuts back. He does a lot of sweeps, and then he goes outside, and then he always finds that he's a scat back. That's how I see him. He's never going to be your main running back. He's a scat guy.
None of these guys are, though. Brooks may or may not be, but I think this guy's going to be a very good fit for a main. This guy's going to need a bruiser there. Mm-hmm. A team that has a bruiser, this guy's going to be that perfect balance. So I'm trying to think of who has a bruiser now. Like the Cardinals, they have James Conner. Give him Will Shipley.
He would fit there.
These guys would be a perfect fit.
What round do you see him getting drafted in?
This guy, who knows? Probably fourth.
I was gonna put a 5th round grade on him.
He's probably fourth. He's also a worst running back that we're seeing that's coming in, but I see potential in him. Like he might be next year's, I don't know, Williams. Who knows? Nobody knew who the hell Kyron Williams was until they're like, well, the Rams, this is all we got. Let's go. Like you never know. But his acceleration isn't too bad. I like it. He's smart. he runs his routes pretty well. He can catch, obviously, because we're watching, like, but up and downfield, that's not his forte there. Like, he'll go down
You're not
easily.
going to hand him the ball. Yeah, you're not going to hand him the ball and think he's going to break a tackle. He does not break a lot of tackles.
I like how you
But you
said
know,
that.
but he
Went
runs
right
hard.
to the middle.
And you know what? He's terrible pass blocking. He's awful. Like, worse than I've seen all the rest of these guys. He's the worst of the pass blockers.
He's kind of like he's gonna be an RB2. Okay. He's gonna be like Jerome Ford. And I don't like comparing these
he might be an
running backs,
RB3, but he also might be able to do, might be great at special teams too. And he has a lot of heart. And you see, he makes quick moves and he gets up the field.
Yeah.
So I mean, if a team with the right coaching staff gets their hands on him, he's a great change of pace back. Yeah. And that might work for him. But look at all the stuff on the outside. Look, I mean, and he does it really well. He's getting a lot of stuff. He makes cuts really well. He has really good vision, but he always runs to the outside. He always ends up outside.
Yeah. But it's not. He's not the most terriblest running back coming in. Like,
oh no.
There's so much potential for this guy.
He all these guys. I mean, he played in Clemson. He played in a good division too. I mean, like, he played on a good team, and he's been a winner. So I don't want you to think that I don't like him. So I just don't think he's my top guy.
He's gonna come into the league at probably age 22. So he might have a good 3, 4, or 5 year run on him. Not entirely too bad. You might see him in the league for a while, but he's explosive. He's got hands.
If he goes to the Patriots, it'll be very interesting. He is a prototypical Patriot running back. He can catch the ball out of the backfield, right? He can run the ball, very well. He's slick. He's not like a bruiser. He's not going to break tackles, but he's very slick, and he makes really good cutbacks. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he does do well because of those things, and he has great vision.
I just think that right now, the NFL, the running backs next year is going to be so scarce that even this guy is going to end up getting some work in, like a pretty decent amount. Depending on what team he goes to, it would not surprise me if Will Shipley is even like not irrelevant, but actually relevant, and even in redraft leagues towards the end of the season. Like, if we're looking at week 10, week 14, it wouldn't surprise me this man's name comes up. Unless he ends up in a Rams role where they all get hurt and they have to rely on the run on the one rookie.
He's getting the ball one way or another.
So it's he's not the biggest guy, but I like his work ethic. He can run. That's all I really can say about him. Like, he's a good pass catcher, really. So
I have him ranked as my 6th ranked running back.
6th?
That's where I have him at 6.
So Jonathan Brooks,
drafted.
Trey Benson. I'm just gonna guess your top 5.
Yeah.
Jonathan Brooks, Trey Benson. Allen. Do you have Allen up there?
I do. I didn't know how you would pull that out. But
say what?
I didn't know you were gonna get that one. I like Blake.
Blake Corum. I was trying to. And it's either gonna be.
I think the last one's gonna shock you a little bit.
Estime or Irvin. It's got to be your 5. I'm gonna say Estime. Audric Estime. Is it S-time or Estime?
Estime. But Al Nordame, I do like him, but I'm actually going. What's his name? DeJuan Edwards.
What
from
damn,
Georgia.
you really like that guy, man?
Yeah.
It took it one game. It took one game, and you were wow.
I was like, yeah, this might be it. He might
It
be
took
him.
one
He
bowl
might be the
game,
best
and
one.
that's my guy right there. You wow, okay.
I was like, all right, give me that guy. I want him.
That's terrible. That's terrible now.
But he's a workhorse. I like workhorse backs. That's kind of what it comes down to. I want someone who can carry the load more than
Last
anything.
week, I convinced Mark on Braylon Allen and Trey, but he likes those dudes. He loves Braylon Allen all of a sudden now.
Oh, because Braden Allen, it makes 100%.
What worries me about and you weren't here, and I was hoping that maybe you caught at least the rookie. I don't know if you saw him or not. I was hoping you did. But Braylon Allen is could be my favorite, if not is my favorite. The only issue I have and the way and why he's like my 4 or 5 is because of his injury history.
Exactly what I was going to say. The worry is, can he continue to run?
Like,
And
I don't want
a running back is the one you don't know, because there's some guys whose body, even if they get hurt, just know how to just continue.
I don't want another Condre Miller.
Yeah,
you know, I liked him. I really loved him, but the problem is he gets hurt, man.
He gets hit. He gets hurt.
You might have a J.K. Dobbins on your hands. So, but yeah, that's Will Shipley. I like him a lot. I like him and Bucky Irvin are probably my. We're not showcasing Bucky Irvin just because. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we could get to him later, but right now we just those 2 5s. Watching the Chargers draft Blake Corum or the Browns, or you're saying that because Will Shipley to the Browns, or the Browns give Will Shipley. So
I see Chargers with Blake Corum. That makes a lot of sense. Or Edwards in like a 6th round pick.
You keep dreaming, bud. Why are you so high on him, man?
Because Harbaugh likes his guys. He really does. And if he knows how to run him, and he doesn't have Blake Corum in front of him.
Dijon Edwards, man, he's just fast. That's it.
He's a workhorse too. Like,
that's
I like
it. He's just fast. Like, okay. All right, moving on to the next rookie we have is Bo Nix. Yeah, we're gonna get to quarterbacks. We're finally gonna do the quarterbacks, and we should be ending it. And then we'll probably end it with the linebackers. Just so we can go back to IDP side, then we can roll out all these smaller clips during the combine. So we'll see. But our next guy, Bo Nix, has been in college for the last century. So he's coming into the draft as a 24-year-old. Into the draft. So it's not the first QB to do it. We've had 24-year-old QBs come in. Is it a little bit older than what most teams want? Yes, obviously. Of course, you want them to be at least 21, 22 at the latest, and then you have many years.
Seen them 61 games.
What? It's a lot, man. It's a lot. But damn, 4,500 yards last year. So
he's thrown for 15,000 yards.
He's not even in freaking NFL yet. But go ahead. Anything you want to say while I load up this video?
I still, as much as I'm giving Bo Nix a hard time, I like him. My fear with Bo Nix is, when you saw him at Auburn, his tape just he has terrible footwork, terrible. But he has an arm on him. The dude just knows how to throw the damn ball. He knows how to spin that damn ball. When you have a cannon on there and you have that great size and you show that you could get better, man. But how many left-handed quarterbacks do you see do well?
Not that many, though. It's going to be because, and here's the thing. Most coaches in the NFL are all prone to design their plays on a right-handed quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
It is very difficult. But I'm not saying left-handed quarterbacks can't succeed. We have seen some that are really good.
You got Tua.
Yeah. And, he's doing pretty good. I like Tua. We all like Tua. But my main one, Mike Vick, but he was one of the very first that came into the NFL. And I was
even him, he was right-handed.
Dude. He was switch.
He said, "I write with my right hand, I shake my right hand, and then I throw my left."
Mm-hmm. So
here's the thing about Bo Nix. He doesn't play smart. You ever notice that? Like, the stuff he does is almost like, were you thinking?
I would get this guy over Will Levis. Okay.
It's not saying much because you don't like Will Levis.
No, because Will Levis just has an arm. He doesn't have a brain. That's the issue. This guy at least kind of makes a little bit of smarter throws. Okay. Like his height, he's 6'1", so ain't like entirely too tall. Weight, he's 210. He's I don't know. Do I like him? Yeah. Is he going to be in the NFL as a good backup? Probably.
That's exactly what I think he is. Do you see Minnesota doing something in drafting Bo Nix? Because everyone's saying it's possible that 6 quarterbacks go in the first round. Is Minnesota the ones going to fall in love with Bo Nix and draft him?
The problem I see with Bo Nix, or with if that happens, all the quarterbacks are going to have to get drafted the first round because there's not going to be any for the second. The 20-ish, between 20 and 30, if there's no QBs left, you better hope you already have your QB established, which more than likely you do because you made it so far deep into the rounds of playoffs probably. But as a backup, who knows?
The thing about Bo Nix is, you ever see like his trigger is really, really good. He anticipates throws really, really well. He's a prototypical drop back passer, and the game has kind of passed that up. You're no longer that guy. You can't just, if you can get him off his platform, he's going to make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he does time and time again. But if you let him just sit there and tap dance and whatever, he's going to pick you apart.
Yeah, I think he's got a good, decent time. Like his release time is really quick.
It's fast.
It's a slingshot. Like he'll get it, and then immediately he's already made a decision to throw, which is not bad. Like the release time on that is actually really good. Like one of the best we've seen was probably recently was Fields, but that's, and then before him was probably freaking, damn it, Big Ben. Big Ben had one of the quickest release I've ever seen. Like his was like within 2 seconds. That thing was already gone. So I don't.
But do you see him shuffling?
Do
you see him shuffling? Bo Nix is shuffling. Look, he doesn't do the drop backs. He shuffles his feet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be his biggest thing. He needs to go to a team that he doesn't need to start immediately.
Yeah, if he could go change, you could change that. That's not too hard.
I'm saying if he goes to a team and he's allowed to sit out 1 year, watch out for Bo Nix. That's what I'm gonna say, because he has the deep ball. He has a cannon. If you teach him great footwork and with the quick release, I like what we could. So if he goes, let's say he goes to Minnesota and they keep Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
Bo Nix could do really, really well there. Really, really well.
Teach him a little bit.
Yep. Or what if he goes to the Rams, the LA Rams?
He's gonna need to go somewhere where they have a decent starter.
Mm-hmm.
And he's give him a little bit of maintenance. Is what I'm saying. Like he's not gonna.
It's funny, but we're saying give a 24-year-old guy. So
that sucks, man. That really does suck. I just think that if he needs, he's not that far from being the next Gardner Minshew or
that's a good one.
or freaking what you call him? Terry
I like
Sweaty
Kirk
Hands or whatever the hell you called him.
Sweaty Teddy.
Yeah, Sweaty Teddy. He's
Sweaty
not
Teddy.
that far from them. They're gonna be in the league and they're gonna be very good, reliable dudes.
Mm-hmm.
That's
they
him. I
started
think
for a
he's gonna be
while.
good.
But if I'm telling you, if the Vikings sign a 1-year deal for Kirk Cousins and they draft Bo Nix, watch out. I think that works. And you got a chance to work with him. And they run the same offense. And once again, he has a strong arm with Jay Jettis.
I don't know. He doesn't have a strong arm though.
Oh, Bo Nix has a great deep ball. It's strong.
He doesn't have a bomb.
Oh, I think he has a bazooka.
I don't. I will meet you. Look, if there's a medium between, well, what do we call an average medium? Is that the line? Like sucks, average. Okay, I will meet you in the middle. But I don't think he has that bomb of an arm. It's too much of a rainbow.
But that's exactly what you want for deep passes, right?
And when you got JJ in the air for a bunch of DBs to go to get it, and then now you're stuck with a deep.
I think he has good ball placement though. I think he has good ball placement
in the short range. Yes, like if you like, I would take a smart QB with a good average to below average arm, but he can make the right smart throws within the first 30 yards, 40 yards. But if he can't throw an 80-yard bomber, then I know he just can't do it because he's just not that strong. But he's probably the best quarterback within the first
65. He's 65 yards in the air. So look, it says 65 yards in the air with a very quick release. And I'm gonna look at his grade for his deep ball. His deep ball is a 96%. His medium pass is 94.
No way. Deep?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. And his short passing is 85.
No way. I don't know, bro. There's no way. I can't see it. I can't.
But you gotta remember,
I see what you're seeing.
But it is skewed. It's skewed because he was in college for such a long time. So 15,000 yards. All those things are skewed. And he played on a team that had great wide receivers. So all this stuff is kind of like, if you say so.
Right.
But it's possible.
He has a good quick release. I do like that. That is crucial in the NFL because if you got Aiden Hutchinson running at you, TJ Watt coming at you, like you need to get rid of that ball now. That is not. I don't think this guy's going to get sacked a lot.
No, he's really good. Yeah, he climbs the pocket really well.
Yeah, he's got good mobility, basically. I don't know about that deep threat stuff though. I don't know about that.
I think that's why. That's the reason why I think Minnesota.
I see him more running up the middle and gaining like 5 yards. He's gonna be Daniel Jones. Just clunking down the.
That's a good comparison. That's a very good comparison.
He's gonna clunk down the freaking field and get tripped by the trip monster.
The turf monster. The turf monster's gonna tackle every single time. That's a very good comparison.
That's
Daniel
Jones,
Jones,
man.
That's him. That's it. That was good.
So yeah, Anthony comes in. I believe in Bo. He's not. I don't think he's gonna be crazy bad. I say he's gonna be a very good, reliable number 2 is what I think he's gonna be. He's gonna be a Ram or a Saint. I can see that. I can see that. If he goes to the Vikings, he might start.
If they draft him, they have to get Kirk Cousins.
He has to. After
Kirk Cousins, have Kirk Cousins. He can't.
Sleeper. What if Bo Nix goes to the Seahawks?
That's interesting because you see what was. I mean, he won't be able to start. He won't start.
Under Terry? Wow, Terry. Gino.
Yeah. I think Gino starts. Gino has 2 years. But he only signed a 2-year, $50 million, all that money in 2-year contract. So once again, it could be a 1 year, and then he's been doing great at Oregon. You have a hometown type of guy, type of feel to it. Even though he's not from Oregon, but he's been there, played college there. Maybe.
I see. Depending on how the draft goes, Bo Nix can either be top 15 drafted or front line of the second round.
Yeah.
But he's not going to go anywhere between 16 and 32. I don't think any of those teams really need him.
I think you're 100% right.
It's either going to be top 15 or immediately, as soon as the second round hits, one of those top 5 teams are going to grab him.
Yep.
That's where Bo Nix is, where I'm saying he's going to be at.
I can't believe I agree 100% with you. 100% with that.
What I do like about him, and he doesn't fumble the ball that much. He's got good release. Like he's a running type QB, believe it or not. Not entirely known for it, but he can, and he can do it. And like I said, he's freaking damn Daniel Jones, but just
he can work in the right system.
I don't want to say he's Daniel Jones because Daniel Jones is another level of goofiness. You know, I like him, but at the same time, the Giants have done him so dirty that he looks bad.
And the Giants are interesting because I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with Saquon.
They might give him another freaking.
I think he goes to Dallas. I still think he goes to Dallas.
He's gonna get a league minimum somewhere else, probably. I don't freaking know anymore, man.
I think Dallas gets Saquon a $6 million contract. 3-year, $18 million contract for Saquon Barkley.
I don't think it's gonna be them though.
Oh no, you know what? Saquon, I'm gonna say 4-year, $40 million contract, something like that. With an average of $10 million a year.
Okay.
Because of his skills, and he didn't get hurt as much last year. Someone's going to look at him and say, I can make you into Christian McCaffrey.
I'm not hating that.
That's what's going to happen. Someone's going to give it to him.
That's so hard to like. I don't know, man. That sucks. I mean,
it's food for thought because Saquon can go to one of these teams, man.
Saquon can go anywhere, really.
And he's going to be upgrading over most of the guys you have in the NFL.
Because I'm thinking if he goes to the Cowboys, okay.
Yeah, but then we got
Pollard back.
Yep.
If we go to the Packers, he's going to be like the main source because the Packers worry me. They're a very young team.
But Aaron Jones,
they have very good talent. They have talent that are very young, and they could be a huge threat for the NFL.
Yep.
I don't see him as a Brown. He can't be a Cardinal, and he can't be.
I think Saquon's going to be able to choose, and it's going to be a surprise team, like someone
that they don't even need.
You know the team that does that? Philadelphia does that every year.
Saquon and Swift, oh my!
Every year they do that.
If it's Saquon and Swift, no way, bro. No, hell no. All right, guys. We have Gridiron Heights.
Let's do it.
Ground. We have Gridiron Heights. This week is Mahomes taking over. Oh wow, Mahomes taking over Gridiron Heights. That's exactly the title of this one. Let's do it.
Oh no, is the season over?
Jesus.
Oh, man,
I see Taylor and Kelsey there. Do not use emergency call button to complain about Taylor Swift cutaways. And this looks like Aaron Rodgers because of the guest sign-in. Say what?
It's definitely Aaron Rodgers.
or no, it's actually Joe Burrow. Has to be Joe Burrow.
Ooh, okay.
Because otherwise that would have been Zach W, not Zach
Yeah,
T.
Zach Wilson. Yeah.
This has to be Joe Burrow.
Like Joe Shiesty needs anymore.
Nailed it. Joe Burrow.
Drop the mic.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no, is the season over? Like Joe Shiesty needs any more drip. What is up, my dudes? Are we trapped in the fourth quarter? Because
what is up, my dudes? Moody Disorders Neurology Tent. Hines Ward and Brian Burns unit. Oh wow.
Look at
all Anthony Richardson. Say what?
Look at all these quarterbacks. It's just so
you got Anthony Richardson, Kirk Cousins, Herbert, and freaking Burrow.
He needs any more drip. What is up, my dudes? Are we trapped in the fourth quarter? Because I've got a bad feeling about this.
My window's closed, but you know what they say? When one window closes, politely explore options.
Not now, Kirk. Does anyone have a wide open window?
Anthony Richardson.
Attention, Gridiron Heights! I'm a villain now. Sorry.
Mark my words, I'll take another shot at you in as soon as 4 years.
Oh no, this is terrible. We missed Usher. Oh my gosh, it's my favorite song.
You praise Mahomes today?
Come with me if you want to take up cap space.
Get the hell out of here, bro.
Oh, come with me if you want to take up cap space.
Freaking Russ, man.
Oh, Russ, let's go.
Is he still getting paid?
He's still getting paid no matter what. Yeah. It's 2025 that they could get off the money, but he's going to get paid regardless. That's why he can sign a cheap contract if he wants.
And he's still going to make money off of Denver, man.
Yep.
Man, the man swindled the NFL, bro. Who's this idiot in the freaking biker thing, though?
That wasn't. No, that's just, one.
Come with me if you want to take up.
There has to be some significance, man. There's always the significance.
I thought it was just.
You praise Mahomes.
You thought what?
It's just one of those. It's what's it called? A state where they have security. Like you have to. Okay. It's called military state.
You praise Mahomes today?
Nice.
Come with me if you want to take up cap space.
I mean, he's only won 3 Super Bowls.
Don't you get it? I lived under the thumb of Brady. That's how this all starts. Look at how bad things already are.
Okay, hear me out. You let me stay, and as a reward, I get complete and total control of your organization. All right, you're so big. Let me in.
Brady, you want this gig?
Yeah, you heard that report today.
I did. The coach. They're like, the reason we were so intimidated by him because he was such a big coach and a man. Like, what? No, get out of here, man. You don't sign a coach because of how big and intimidating he is. Look at freaking McDaniels.
Yeah, exactly.
You would have thought if you crossed him in the street, who would have thought he's an NFL coach? Nobody.
I was like, yeah, he plays soccer.
No, I would say he's a scientist or a professor at a college. McDaniels, bro, no way. If I didn't know football and I walked next to him, that dude's is a science teacher. Oh, freaking Mike Vrabel.
Who is that?
Huh? In the window or this guy? This is Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, I know that. In the window, that's one.
Goodell.
Oh, that's okay.
You're so big. Let me in.
Brady, you want this gig? Then come and get it.
Oh, no, it's Greg.
Greg Olsen.
Is he still open?
Nothing free about it.
A reminder to Gridiron Heights free agents, you will take your limited options and fall in line.
It should be good.
Yeah, Baltimore section. Mike, you get it. Steelers, but my consecutive 1,000-yard season streak.
Running back, looks like you're up for another tag.
No, not again. Anything but that.
Good news. One of us already had a bunker for some reason.
I'm
Welcome
sorry.
to the rebellion.
Oh, no, not again. Anything but that. Steelers, but my consecutive 1,000-yard season streak.
Running back, it looks like you're up for another tag.
No, not again. Anything but that.
Good news. One of us already had a bunker for some reason.
Welcome to the rebellion. We broke the enemy's code. A new member stole the signs. Everybody does it. Oh, this guy's weird as hell. I love it. Young Guns, you're up. Jordan, will you be okay, or should we go over the plan for 3 more years? All right, we've got to flip the script. Time to step up.
Richardson! He's back!
He's a man now.
He's a man now.
Everyone's coming for us. What do we do now? Oh, Supreme One?
Let them go!
The prophecy says only one child can take us down, and I have a plan to neutralize him.
Hi, we're the Commanders. How do you feel about us trading away our future so we can ruin you?
Is that better than Chicago?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh.
I love it.
I'm gonna miss that kid, that little baby Anthony Richardson, though. Because from here on out, it's gonna be a deep Anthony Richardson.
Richardson! Retreat! He's back!
He's a man now.
He's a man now.
Everyone's coming for us. What do we do now? Oh, Supreme One?
Let them go!
The prophecy says only one child can take us down, and I have a plan to neutralize him.
Hi, we're the Commanders. How do you feel about us trading away our future so we can ruin you?
Is that better than Chicago?
Everyone said it couldn't be done, but I am so damn proud of how surprisingly successful this season of Gridiron Heights was. Will next season be a letdown compared to this one? Probably. All right, I've gorged myself on kneecaps. Time to hibernate till the draft like a football bear. Hush, hush.
What is going on?
So they aren't wrong about that, though. The Lions did surprise us.
Yep.
They might be a major threat next year, man.
I don't know.
Why
I think
say
that division is going to be so tough.
The Packers are very young, and they're getting better. I was very surprised of them, too.
And if the Bears stick with Justin Fields and get a whole haul for that first pick, I think that whole division could be really, really tough. It can be like the AFC North. Like you could have go 9-8 and miss out the playoffs.
I think the Lions bring one key superstar, maybe. They have enough to do it, but it's going to be cutting it close.
It has to be their defense. Their defense is not good enough right now.
Right. So who would you say? Like who would elevate them?
Daniel Hunter.
Okay. I was thinking like Leonard Williams or even Chris Jones.
I think Chris Jones gets re-signed. I think the KC has to re-sign him now. They're going to try to do Chris Jones and Ladarius Sneed. Find a way to do it. And but Hunter, like on Aiden Hutchinson on one side and have him on the other.
Even
it doesn't matter.
You guys think you guys sign with Yannick Ngakoue again?
No, yeah, he's going somewhere else. The Bears are either going to get a really good guy, expensive guy, or they're going to draft someone.
Okay, that wasn't a bad episode though. It was good. So
I enjoyed it. Yeah,
that might be the last one, I think. Just from what Dan Campbell was saying. So, but I mean, overall, look, it was a good season. We'll probably talk more. I don't know. Are we having an award thing that we do? I know
we should.
Tank likes to push that back all the time, and it sucks. So,
we should do this. It's the end of the season. We should have our own postseason awards. I think
we usually do.
Let's push to make sure it happens this week.
We're gonna have to come up with a lot of stuff though, because the timeline for it, basically, the new season starts in a couple weeks. The 13th of March, which is like
so we have a month away.
Yeah, and that's when everything happens. You know, they're having their annual meeting in Florida this year.
Yeah.
So.
The combine is coming right around the corner. I think as long as we do it before the combine, I think we're okay.
Yeah. Because the combine's fun as hell. Like some of the stuff, like honestly, look, everyone's so crazy about the 40. To me, I don't care about the 40. I really don't. I want to see what happens with their hands, like how they react to the ball when they're going down the drills, how quick they move. Because these rookies coming in by April is going to affect a lot of these teams. So, what's up, Brandon?
And peanut butter and jelly. Those peanut butter and wafers.
Yeah, it's peanut butter and wafers. You change it to jelly. See, the football fantasy's over, so it goes back to jelly. Is that what happens? Look, as long as he comes in, checks in, that's fine. Rise up, man. That's my only Falcon. That's my only Falcon. I don't get too many of them. But
speaking of that, well, before we leave, what would you rather? Like, I'm gonna give you a scenario.
Okay.
Would you rather take Jaden Daniels, Justin Fields, or what's his name?
That's too easy.
Or Fly Eagles Fly. Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson. Because all three of them are available for you. You can have Russell Wilson. You can have Justin Fields. You can have Jaden Daniels.
Are we talking about dynasty perspective or for like
for your team? Just for
NFL
your team.
Like the Falcons.
Your Falcons team. What would you rather have?
Fields. That's
more than Jaden?
More than Jaden Daniels? Yes.
Okay.
If you put Fields and Jaden Daniels in the same draft,
no, Fields is going to be drafted higher, but Jaden Daniels is a rookie, so you don't have to pay him.
I understand that, but the skill that the Falcons have now, okay, they have so many weapons, so many, and they're all good. You have two good running backs back there. You have Drake London, who's amazing. Like, that dude does not go down. And then you have Pitts, and then you bring in another guy. I think right now the Falcons are primed to have anybody better than the QBs we had last year to do freaking amazing. So, I mean, I'm excited on who they're going to bring in because it's not going to be what we had last year. It's going to be a whole new offense, but the same talent is still there.
We get Pittman in Atlanta. Can you imagine that?
What?
Pittman and Justin Fields in Atlanta. Whoa,
Pittman.
That would be, yeah.
Dude, Drake London and Pittman. That would be a dream come true, but the problem is I don't think the Colts are going to let that happen.
If you overpay, because you're not franchising them.
Yeah, but I don't think we're like ballers right now, man. Like, I think we only have 20 mil.
Yeah, but they're saying the cap is going to be raised another, 18 million.
That's still, yeah, but we're still not going to be the richest team. There's still going to be a good handful of teams that are going to be like, nah, I don't like that. Like, do the Buccaneers go after Pittman because they're losing Mike Evans, and Pittman used to play in Pittman. Like, I'm gonna go follow my dad's footsteps, go play with the Buccaneers. I don't know.
I mean, that's possible, but everyone wants to go to Atlanta. People love
because
they're
so primed to win. Like, they have everything. They just need the guy who's good enough to get like. I hate saying that. I really do. And I hate because it's my team.
Yep.
I don't want to compensate for some crappy QBs that we had last year, okay? The QBs is literally the last spot that we need. Like, Atlanta has done the right thing. Arthur Blank is a genius. I love that man. He is a really good GM. Like, he's one of the best owners, and he gets himself with the players, gets himself involved with the coaches. If the coach sucks, you're gone.
He gets rid of them. Yeah.
So, as far as what Atlanta's going to do, like, hell, even Russell Wilson would be better than what we had last year.
Honestly, I think either of those three quarterbacks could allow that team to be a playoff team. be the best team in the division, a playoff team, and be scary in the playoffs.
The thing is, if it's going to be Fields, there goes our first.
Yep.
The Bears are going to have the 10, the 101.
Yep.
The 108 and the 109.
Yep.
And we talk to the Bears a lot. Atlanta and Chicago are very good. The owners are very good friends.
And they have no problem trading with each other.
No, they that's the good thing about, like, let's take Dynasty. I know that I could talk to you, Mark, Braden, easy and negotiate. But then there are some players in our league that I can't. That's how it is with the NFL. When it comes to Atlanta and Chicago, you've seen a lot of deals go in and out between them. So, yeah. Brandon, I'm not ignoring you at all. I'm just, like, too focused on.
Yeah. I feel you about True Detective, though.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that tomorrow.
I don't know what the hell that is, but I hope you enjoy your episodes, Brandon. Look, man, I love you, but Detective, what, man? When I see True Detective, I think Sherlock Holmes. I'm sorry.
True Detective is very much like that, but yeah,
okay,
you enjoy it. And Rasta's here, guys.
What up, man? Make it in towards the end. Yo, you missed it. The last final episode of REDZONE Heights. But yo, what up, my ninjas? Had to say what up, but still,
yeah, no, exactly what I told you.
I still haven't. I'm waiting till Kadani jumps in or Kadani texts me. Still haven't hit him up. I understand.
Yeah, give some time. Let it heal a little bit.
I know that feeling, man. Like,
overtime. Oh yeah, you do know that.
Being second in the Super Bowl sucks. I get it, and especially when you're so close and you're about to win it. When you know you're about to win it, and you lose it, I know. So
yeah, all you had to do is when you won the coin flip and you decide, I'll take the ball. No, you kick off. Everyone knows that you kick off in overtime.
We didn't really talk much about the game today, and what everything's going on. I didn't want that mood. Like we all know, and look, my heart's.
We know what happened.
I didn't want to talk about it to bring the episode down. So, but we all know. So if not, just look at the news. Despicable. Despicable. But overall, what we're saying right now, if Fields goes to Atlanta, it's over, man.
No, I mean honestly, I'll have my Atlanta Falcons Fields jersey immediately. Like you'll turn away, I'll come back away. It'll be on immediately.
What's crazy is I was so close to getting a Fields jersey and I never did. I'm kind of glad I did. If I hope the rumors aren't true. And maybe all this is BS just to get the like. I don't know. I can't with what's going on. I can't. Fields is going to be good. Either he stays or he goes.
I hope he stays in Chicago. I hope that we trade with someone like Vegas or Denver and get like 3 first-round picks.
Do they even have the?
Yes, they do. Denver's done with all that stuff, with the Russ stuff.
They don't have enough for this year. They have six rounds this year.
Yeah, but they have a first round this year. They have a first round next year, and
the
they have
Vikings
a first
have
next
more
year.
picks.
You're not going to trade with the Vikings because they're in your division, and you don't want to see him twice a year.
Vikings are going to get damn Bo Nix.
Wow. Yeah, they're going Bo Nix. Yeah.
0-3 in my adult life. I'm still not ready to talk about it. I don't want to bring the show down, but yeah, just had to support y'all. I appreciate that. Hit the like button. Yeah, of course. Time to barbecue some burgers and beers. Yo, let's go.
A lot of beers.
Yeah. This is that time where I just watch a lot of hockey until the combine comes. Once the combine's done, hockey's like I have like a month of hockey to me. And every year, I think this year is less hockey. I think the combine's a lot sooner. I'll probably have 3 weeks of hockey, 2 weeks of hockey. And then
combine comes in what, 12 days?
Yeah, the combine comes like yesterday. I was like, man, like whatever. Combine comes up, it's the Olympics. So, real quick, let's do this one. Let's look at a trade as we always do. Talk about a trade as we do Dynasty. This one, is that interesting? Oh God, that's disgusting. Why would you do that? No. I'll read it real quick. It's a 10-team superflex. You trade the 202 for a gamble of 209, 210, 3-1, and 3-2.
No. Well,
I mean,
no,
if
I'm
you're
not
really
trading.
gonna get like, I'm not doing that.
Not this year, especially with the running backs being as bad as they are. No, I don't need
The
it.
running backs are just hot garbage. Like, they're gonna be okay, but they're not gonna be RB1s. Like, just no.
The 202 is the 12th best player in your fantasy draft.
And what's crazy is, oh crap, already. I think it's a 10-team superflex. It's a 10-team superflex.
And quarterbacks are going early. That means you have a good player coming at the 202. You have a good player.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that either. That's why I was like, no, I'm not doing that. What is this one? 16 team. Wow. Okay, let's go. 16 team, 1 QB, half PPR dynasty. All right.
Okay.
1 running back slot.
Whoa.
Okay. You are trading the 105 and the 116 for Cooper Kupp and Kyron Williams. I'm going to say no. You want me to repeat it?
The problem is running back, or one running back, right? Depending on what I have on my team, if I don't have that running back, is Kyron Williams worth that? And I'm talking about Cooper Kupp because you're only getting 2 years, and we're talking about Dynasty. Kyron Williams might be worth.
At the end of next year, Kyron Williams going to be worth a first potentially.
Worth it. Could be worth
because
a first.
I said it at the beginning of the year. He's going to be one of the top running backs. So you know what, Rasta? I'm glad you're here. Remember when you were talking all that mad stuff? Oh, yeah, you're an idiot for getting Kyron Williams, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what, my friend? Guess what?
Idiot like a fox.
Kyron Williams is going to be relevant for the next year. I'm scared after that, though. Because even if they bring in somebody, it's going to be a dual running back with that new running back. Like, again, these running backs coming in, say they land Brooks, and he's the best one, right? If Brooks goes to the Rams, hypothetically, I still don't think that Kyron Williams will be shy from the workload that he had this year. It'll still be the same, if not better.
So you got the 105 and 116, and the 105. It's not running back's not going to help you at the 105.
No, you get yourself a
receiver there.
Yeah, definitely. These receivers that are coming out are pretty good. The top 3 are pretty freaking good,
and probably all 3 of those in Superflex League you're going to be available. All 3 of those guys, and then at 16 you're talking about RB2 at the best
because they're going to be gone.
Exactly.
Might be going.
So Kyron Williams was RB1.
At the 105, you might get. You might
I think
or may not.
Rome. You get Roma Dunes.
Roma Dunes, I like him.
That's what you think you get at 105.
Or Malik Neighbors, but I think Roma Dunes is probably going to be more fantasy ready, more team ready. I think wherever he goes, he's going to be more team ready. I think honestly, of the 3 receivers coming in, out of Brian Thomas, Roma Dunze, and Malik Neighbors, and I'm not even putting Harrison in this because
he's on his own. Yeah, he's
on a tier of his own, so I don't count him. But of those 3, my favorite out of those 3 is Roma Dunze
because he's the bigger one too, and he is fast, and he's shown he can do a huge workload.
Yes,
he reminds you of Justin Jefferson of Jamar Chase. He reminds you of those type of receivers. So yeah, I feel you. And long story short, I think I would not take the 105. I'm not trading the 105 and 116 for that.
For those late round picks.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that either. Cooper Kupp is on his way out, and Kyron Williams. Essentially, you're getting Kyron Williams.
Yeah, you get Kyron Williams and a guy for a year.
If that. All right, let's do one more. Just gonna scroll randomly. This one's actually hot off the press 3 minutes ago. Let's see what this one says. Oh, this is kind of a long one. No, that's kind of a long one. I'm not doing that one. I'd have to read a whole paragraph, and we might get lost. Because he names a bunch of players that on his roster. All right. This one just came in right now. I'm going to tell him right now. I'm going to talk whoever this is. Shrom 5, you're the first one. If he does, or they, it's a 12-team Superflex. You start 11. Take either of these offers for the 101. Damn, you're giving up the 101. Okay. My team bill needs a quarterback. Option 1, Kyler and a second of 2025. Option 2, A Rich and a third. A 2024 or a 2025.
Maybe. Maybe A Rich and the third. Maybe. So last year,
Kyler in a second, right?
No, not for Kyler in a second. But you're thinking A Rich, so you getting a young quarterback who was the 101 last year, and you getting the third for a guy that you're not sure about yet. I might do that.
But you're giving up Maserati, man.
I know, but you're in a super flex league, and that's what tips the scale for me. You're in a super flex league.
You could get more.
Then Aaron Richardson.
Oh, they're not going to. No, the Aaron Richardson owner is not going to give up more. That's the issue.
Yeah, because Richardson is the 101 from last year.
And he could be so special if he balls out, man. Rich can be.
And then but you're doing that, knowing that, and it's a super flex league, so you know it's even more important, a higher importance. So I think if you get A Rich in a third, I take that.
Oh my gosh. About like even if you got Kyler. No, I can't.
See, I'm not doing Kyler in a second because Kyler is not a guaranteed star. You don't know what he's going to be in 2 years.
Yeah, no.
But Richardson is still that 101 from last year.
What's happening with Kyler is if in 2 years after that freaking contract's up, they might send him somewhere else, and he might be in a worse position.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2025 second. No, we're going A Rich in a third.
And I can get the 2024 third too.
Well, it's a 24 or a 25. I'm taking it has to be the 24.
Yeah,
I'm not going 25.
I want A Rich in 2024 third, and I will do that for 101.
Because then that leaves you with A Rich here. You just answered back. That's amazing. I just tuned in. I tried talking A Rich manager into more. One of my hang-ups is the fact that I have JT and having a QB / running back combo can be worse.
But it's super flex though.
Yeah. This is awesome. He just came in right now too. What is the chances? I just kind of look at it, and that was the fresh one. This was only put up 4 minutes ago.
It being super flex with Anthony Richardson, you have JT. I think that actually helps you. I think that still helps you.
JT's
I think it's okay.
Still good, man.
And you're gonna get all the receiving touchdowns. I mean, all the rushing
Rich
touchdowns.
is gonna throw to JT. And you could have having the QB receiver combo. Yeah, I like that combo.
Yeah, I think that works. I think you do that with the one-on-one. And
like it's not like crazy that he's gonna be like his main go-to target, but like if he throws like 3 or 4 times a game and one of them's a touchdown, that's 12, 14 points depending on your league settings right there.
And he's going to be a guy like Josh Allen who's going to dictate a lot of the touchdowns. A lot of the points going to be scored is going to come through A-Rich.
There you go, Z-Strom 5. Z-Strom 5. We're looking at your trade right now. It's crazy. We're going A-Rich. We're going A-Rich in the third.
But I want 2024 third, not 2025.
Even if he gets to 2025, though, like it's not too bad because then he's set up for two thirds in 2025. And
then at least your running backs would be better than, but you don't need it because you have JT.
Yeah, he's commenting thanks. He's commenting thanks on the app. That's fine, man. Hey, but look, if you're watching, again, thank you for even like keeping it up. I'm glad I've been in here. I looked at a trade or something and it's got deleted. But no, that's we're going A-Rich in the third.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's our show, guys. Talked about rookies coming in, freaking Bo Nix and
Will Shipley,
who I kind of like, but again, these running backs coming in, it's gonna be interesting because they're all a bunch of RB2s. They're not really. You're not gonna find your RB1 here. Yeah, of course, man. Hey, let us know how you do on your Dynasty League. When is your draft, Peanut Butter? I know you were telling them which app, and I know you were talking about starting one with you and your league mates or whatever. Let us know how that goes and what pick you have. I hope you guys didn't draft already.
Yeah, hopefully we could talk about it. I hate the draft before you know what these rookies are.
People are doing it right now.
I hate that.
There's people that are doing it right now. It's like wait till the actual draft. You kind of have a grasp of where they land. Because otherwise, if you do your draft now, you're just praying and hoping that he doesn't land on the same team that you had
already had your guy from. Exactly.
Yeah, like now you're stuck in a real predicament. Haven't started. Good. I suggest, and I hope that you're the commissioner. I hope that if you're not, I suggest you tell the commissioner, let's wait till after April. Was it 27th, 28th?
Yep. Do a middle of May draft, especially starting off new. Do a middle of May draft.
Yeah.
You know where everyone's going into the summer camps. Yeah.
At the earliest. We like doing ours in June. Maybe July.
I like July personally. July is the perfect one. But if you're doing a startup, go ahead and do late May, early June.
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, that's it. I got nothing else, man. You got?
Hey, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Hopefully, you get some love.
Yeah. Like, subscribe to the video. Get us to 400, and we give out another jersey. Why the hell not? Hopefully, we get another jersey or two before the season starts.
Exactly.
And we'll be doing some mock drafts. We'll be doing more rookie profiles. Hopefully soonish. Now the draft is coming up. So yeah. I got nothing else. Sunday.
Let's do it Sunday.
All right. Sunday, guys. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you guys are at. Strom, thank you for let us look at that trade. Wow, that's amazing, man. I'm just gonna throw a trade and see what happens. Who would have known the YouTube channel's looking at it? All right, guys, take it easy. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching,
Sunday, guys.
Later.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.